Laker fans, what's going on? Welcome into Chat Sports. I am your host, Jimmy Crowther, and today I'm going to be breaking down some Lakers news, some Lakers rumors going around Laker Nation, because we are 3 games into the season now, and rumors and news are flying all over the place. Let's start out with DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, he signed a 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers this summer to come join up with his old buddy Anthony Davis, but then he suffered that unfortunate torn ACL in a pickup game in the offseason. Super unfortunate. We thought he was going to miss the entire season, but the latest tidbit is saying that Frank Vogel is not shutting the door on a possible return for DeMarcus Cousins by the end of the year. And that would be absolutely incredible for the Lakers, because when he was healthy, which wasn't that often with the Golden State Warriors, he looked pretty solid. 16.3 points per game, 8.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists. The three-point shot never really got back to where it was in New Orleans, but I do believe he could get there. I think that's something he's probably working on while he's injured, is just his jump shot, because there's just not a lot he can do with the torn ACL. I love Boogie. I would love to see him be able to come back and really make a difference for this Laker team. I just don't know how realistic it is at this point. Now, you got to look at the center depth chart, because there are 3 big men on this team that are playing the 5 position on a regular basis. JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, and DeMarcus Cousins. Now, I didn't include Anthony Davis on this part, but he is being slotted at the 5 at times for Frank Vogel. But these are the 3 guys they're mainly going to want playing center if Boogie should return by the end of the year or near the playoffs. Now, McGee's gotten the starting nod a lot. Dwight Howard has looked better. We'll get into him a little bit more here later on the show. And then having Boogie there would be just a great boost. So let's imagine what it might look like if Boogie does come back. I think you got to give him the starting spot, because in all reality, he is the most skilled center on this team. Regardless of the injury, he has the most pure skill between McGee, Dwight Howard, and himself. So you go to a starting 5 with Boogie in it, and you go Avery Bradley, Danny Green, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and then DeMarcus Cousins. And this is what that brings you, is that old 1-2 punch of AD and Boogie that there was in New Orleans that got that team to the playoffs. I think Anthony Davis would love to have his buddy back on the court. Now, I think he should start if he comes back, but what do you guys think? If Boogie does come back from that torn ACL, should he be the starting center in Los Angeles? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, as I mentioned before, the season is underway, and I'm getting to watch these Laker games without ads thanks to My TV Choice. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to chatsports.com/mytv, download the My TV Choice app, and what that's going to let you do is you hook it up to your smart TV, and you get to skip through all the commercials during all the live Laker games. If you're watching NFL football, if you're watching college football, any basketball game, skip through all the ads. Instead, they're going to play great Chat Sports video during the commercial break, and then they're going to get you right back to the game once it starts. Again, that's chatsports.com/mytv. Go download the My TV Choice app. Now let's talk about Kyle Kuzma, another guy who looks like he's getting ready to return from an injury. He played in his first full-on contact 4-on-4 scrimmage in 2 months. It's been a long road for Kyle Kuzma to get well again. He's reacting well, but he's not exactly ready for the 5-on-5 contact yet. I think that's coming in the very near future. When he does, we'll have it ready for you here at Chat Sports. He is suffering from a left ankle stress reaction, and if those are not dealt with properly, it can turn into a stress fracture. So that's why they're really taking their time with Kyle Kuzma and getting him back on the floor. Now, when he does come back, it's going to be a huge boost for this Lakers offense. He averaged last season 18.7 points per game, 5.5 boards, 2.5 assists, 30% from 3. That could go up a little bit. We've seen him just really thrive in the mid-range and thrive getting to the bucket and scoring. But once you bring in Kuzma, this bench looks a lot better than it does right now, because then you got 4 really high-quality pieces coming off the bench. Kyle Kuzma, that's 18 points per game right there. Dwight Howard, that's probably double digits per game right there. Quinn Cook and Troy Daniels, that's 2 incredible 3-point shooters. You get a scoring boost from 3 guys off the bench right off the bat. That's not even mentioning Rajon Rondo. If he does end up coming back and playing a significant role off the bench as well, that could be a starting 5 in some teams. Now, probably not a team that expects to win many games, but you roll out Rondo, Quinn Cook, Troy Daniels, Dwight Howard, and Kuzma, you could probably do worse as a bench unit. Now let's talk about the 3 injured players on this Laker team. I didn't include Rondo. I didn't include Boogie here. But Kyle Kuzma is dealing with that stress reaction. I did include Rondo. I didn't include Boogie on this one. Kyle Kuzma dealing with that stress reaction. Talen Horton-Tucker also has a stress reaction, the rookie out of Iowa State, but he has been cleared for practice. He's looking like he could be playing a significant role eventually here soon if he gets healthy. And then there's Rondo. He had an MRI. He does have a right calf strain. He's already missed these first 3 games. I'd expect him to miss a few more with that calf strain. But even when he does come back, he shouldn't be taking minutes away from guys like Avery Bradley, because I think Bradley fits this team a lot better than Rondo does at this point in their career. Now, if Kuzma comes back, I think you automatically have to slot him in for being in the running for 6th Man of the Year. I want to know from Laker fans, who will be the 6th Man of the Year this year? It doesn't have to be a Laker, but it might just be in Kyle Kuzma. He's having a terrific season, had a terrific season last year. Now he's going to have less pressure. He's going to be coming off the bench, be the main go-to guy in that second unit. I think he could be in the running for 6th Man of the Year. Let me know who you think it might be in the comment section below. Now, we're watching the games. I already told you can watch the games without ads with my TV choice, but here's how you can make money by watching Lakers games. You go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet, B-E-T. Use promo code Lakers120, and our friends at BetDSI are going to hook you up with a 120% deposit bonus when you put some money down on the Los Angeles Lakers. Look, the King, Anthony Davis, they're going to be winning some games for the Lakers, and you're going to want to make money off of that by using BetDSI. So one more time, here's that link. Write it down, put it up in the browser, open up a new tab, whatever it may be, chatsports.com/BET, and then use promo code Lakers120 to get that 120% deposit bonus the first time you bet with BetDSI. Now, we just talked about Boogie, we talked about the bench. Let's talk about Dwight Howard. Look, he had a vintage performance against his former team, the Charlotte Hornets, and I know he's had a lot of former teams at this point in his career, but he really, really did look good against the Hornets. He looked like a starting caliber center, and I think he's winning some Laker fans over. You know, he came in obviously not very well liked because of the last time he was in Los Angeles after coming over from the Houston Rockets. He did not look like the kind of player that they wanted him to be because he wasn't, and now Dwight Howard is kind of winning the fans over here 3 games into the season. I think he could be pushing himself into a bigger role with this Laker team. He's already the second big man off the bench. You know, JaVale McGee's the starter for now, but Dwight Howard is really proving himself on this team as a valuable asset. So let's look at that game and what he did. 16 points and 10 rebounds. That right there is enough. That right there is enough to say, okay, this dude had a good game. This dude is actually making a difference for this Laker team. That's a double-double. But then you add in the fact that he had 4 blocked shots. He showed that he can be a good rim protector. And then he was engaging with all the fans on the sideline after he blocked those shots. He looked like a man on a mission. I used that term last week. I'm using it again today with Dwight Howard. But perhaps the most impressive thing is that he shot 100% from the field, went 8 for 8. Obviously, most of those points were coming down low, if not all of them. He missed 2 free throws, so he could have had 18 points in this game. That's something that's obviously going to have to get cleared up. It always has been a problem for Dwight Howard. But 8 for 8 from the field is absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing from Dwight Howard so far this season. Let's put the 2 centers side by side and kind of compare who's having the better year so far. Dwight Howard, 7 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, averaging 2.3 blocked shots, 71.4% from the field, and he's playing 20.3 minutes. So he is playing near starter minutes. But again, let's remember this is just 3 games. I'm not trying to take too much into account into 3 games, but still got to look at it. JaVale McGee, less points per game, 4.7. Less rebounds per game, 3.3. Less blocked shots per game, 0.7. Field goal percentage is lower at 58.3. And Frank Vogel isn't giving him as many minutes as Dwight Howard so far, as he has only been playing 15 minutes per game. He started off, I believe, the first game against the Clippers, he played 19. Second game, he played 12. Last game, he played, I think, around 17. So his minutes are kind of all over the place for JaVale McGee. It's been tough for him to really get good minutes on this team because Dwight Howard is having such a good year. The minutes have fluctuated, but he still does all the right things on the floor. When McGee's on the court, he can still catch lobs. He still protects the rim. Maybe he's not blocking shots, but he's making a difference at the rim, at least. I like JaVale. I think I still like this idea of Dwight Howard coming off the bench behind him. But I got to ask you guys, who should be the starting center for the Lakers right now? We asked who it should be when Boogie comes back. Who should it be right now? Type D for Dwight Howard. Type J for JaVale McGee. I'm actually going to go with JaVale McGee, even though Dwight Howard has the better numbers. Dwight Howard should come off the bench and play more minutes. I think that is what he is best suited for on this Lakers team. So again, let me know in the comments section, who Who should be the starting center? Type D for Dwight Howard, type J for JaVale McGee. Thank you, Laker fans, and I'll see you next time.